So you might notice the Humvee looks a little bit different. And that's because this is not my Humvee. I met a new friend named Derek that knows quite a bit about Humvees and offered to fix a few things on my Humvee that were broken, which was a huge relief. Super helpful. And he let me borrow this Humvee until he got mine fixed. And I had forgotten how much open space is inside a stock Humvee. And I kind of miss it. Look at all this useful space. But I have a family, so we had to add the back seat and then the custom center console with all our gadgets and stuff like that. And it's all good. But it is kind of fun to drive a stock Humvee just for the memories. And I'm like, man, forgotten what they look like. But yeah, we're gonna go and swap it back because it is done. Had a bolt inside the starter break off 3 inches up in the hole, causing my starter to grind, and no bueno. So we're gonna go back and swap it. And this Humvee is for sale, and we're gonna do a future video covering this Humvee if you're interested in buying one. One of the things that I'm kind of jealous about is this turret roof. I've always wanted one of these that I could pop this little cap off, you know, and maybe stick like a fake machine gun in there, you know, up on there for parades or something like that. But in order to put in a turret, there's actually the B pillar. It's a pretty big deal to install one of those. The tubes come up, they form a ring around here, they attach to the windshield and to the C pillar. And not only are those kind of frames expensive, they're also kind of hard to find. But I mean, if I could put just a minimalist turret in my Humvee, I would totally do it. I don't want the big whole cupola up there. I just want something that I can mount a machine gun to, and I would be happy with it. But yeah, I didn't realize how big those were. But yeah, those of you that are not familiar with Humvees, when these are open up for the gunner, there's like this little seat. It's kind of like a little swing, the gunner seat that they sit on. And that's their seat. It just kind of hangs. It's like a sturdy hammock that they sit on. But yeah, I'm curious how much these roofs leak. I'm sure you could seal that, but I mean, if you're taking off this cap on and off, it probably is gonna leak. I know some of them have a little lip around the top that keeps the water from running in, but it would be fun. Now I gotta go take this thing back and swap it for my Humvee. Yeah, let's go do that. I forget how loud they are because my doghouse cuts out a little bit of the sound. But this Humvee has a 4-speed transmission, which would be really nice. You can see it's got the overdrive and park, which I don't have. I just have a 3-speed, which someday I'll upgrade to a 4-speed transmission with a little bit of help because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, this also, I believe, has the 12K suspension springs. It's loud. And the 12K springs are quite a bit bouncier than my 6K, I think they are. Now this is the one he's supposedly going to build and keep for himself. That is Duramax swapped. 3-inch lift, 40-inch tires. Those things are beefy. He took down the height of the roof, I think an inch or two, which gives it a very different look. You can tell by the windshield that it's a little bit smaller, which is unique. But the one mod that caught my eye when I pulled up and I think this looks super cool, is the tail lights that he did. He filled in the bucket for the tail lights, put in these LED strips, and I think that's super slick. And this bumper, which I would love to have. I want to keep my pintle hitch, but I would love to have a bumper like this. Or heck, I'd even be happy to upgrade to the A2 airlift bumper, because like this one right here. This is the airlift bumper. Comes out a little bit farther. I want something I can add a step to, because climbing up into mine is not fun. But there it is there. Should be good to go. We're gonna start it up and we're gonna take it home. My weight light starts to warm up the glow plugs. Praise Jesus, hallelujah. Starter sounds great. I really appreciate friends that are willing to help people out without expecting anything in return. Like, those are my kind of people. If I ever offer to help you out with something, I don't expect you to pay me back. I don't expect anything in return. And to find people that feel the same way, you guys are good people. You're my kind of people. So I'm gonna drive this home. Got a busy day of running and picking up kids and the wife and all the things. So we're gonna take one more look at his beast here. He said those tires will just smoke with that Duramax in it. I'm super jealous. And those tires, man. He replaced his side markers with some bigger blinkers, some LED blinkers, and that looks freaking rad. Like, I used to be wanting to mostly, I mean, other than painting mine black, I used to want to keep it mostly, you know, the military appearance. But seeing some of these mods that people are putting on their Humvees, I dig it. It's cool looking. So, I don't know. I think those tail lights and the blinkers look really good. And Derek's been awesome to help me, and we're gonna do some future projects together. Maybe build some accessories for this Humvee when I've got the money for supplies. But yeah, that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for joining me. If you have not liked, followed, subscribed, commented, all the things, I would appreciate it. I'm gonna start moving all my videos over to YouTube because Facebook is starting to limit my exposure. So head over to YouTube and subscribe. My goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube by the end of the year. Right now I think I'm at like 550. I mean, I've got almost 23,000 followers on Facebook, but only 550 on YouTube. Come on guys, help a brother out. Give me a share. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I'll catch you next time.